Yay. Okay. This will be uh, Tim Ballard versus the Church Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints leaders, number 3. Okay. Now, if you listen to my first two, you're going to realize I was dead on with my observation. Now, if you listen to our report, I think it was 32, there's a real interesting thing that came out that Tim Ballard claimed to be the Mormon Messiah. You know who the Mormon Messiah is? You know who the Mormon Messiah is? You ever heard of the One Mighty and Strong? Have you ever heard of the Davidic servant? Yeah. Okay. That's who he claims to be. And that actually ties everything. It ties it all together, what I said earlier. His only problem is he's a deluded narcissist, okay? And he's probably got a wealth of knowledge of the church history. He's good friends with Apostle Ballard. I think he's probably had access to a lot of the church history, hidden doctrines, you might say. And let me digress here just for a second. Don't think for 1 second that I condone what he has done. Only thing I'm saying is I understand it. I don't condone it. I actually don't judge it one way or another. Because if you understand something, you understand what motivates people. It just gives you an ability to forgive that you wouldn't have otherwise. Okay? So, what did I say about Tim Ballard? Okay? He's accused of spiritual manipulation. You know, he's just strutting his feathers. You know, he's a big peacock out there. Yeah, he's a millionaire. He's got a lot of money. He's well known. He's famous. You know, those are his peacock feathers. And he believes in plural marriage. So, that would be the spiritual manipulation. A little here, a little there, you know, until you get them coming your way. I know how these people think. You want to know why? Because I've known a few of them. That's why. I know what they think. Okay? So, yeah, his biggest crime, if you want to say anything, he's just a deluded narcissist who thought he was going to be, you know, this Mormon Messiah. And if you listen to anything Abraham Gileadi has to say, he says he gets 3 or 4 of these guys a month. I thought he said at one time more than that, but it's 3 or 4 times a month people call him up and say, I'm the Davidic servant. I'm the servant of the Lord. I'm the one mighty and strong. There's some interesting things that surrounds that whole idea, because every fundamentalist Mormon, including every church leader, I guarantee you, knows what the one mighty and strong is going to do. Okay? He's going to set the house of Israel in order, which the church is part of. And they're afraid of him. Because they know this guy is just around the corner. Okay? In fact, I've heard some people say he's on the earth right now. They know he's on the earth. They've had witnesses of it. So you don't think they're afraid of being exposed? Yeah. That just brings things in even tighter to what I said. Okay? Of who this guy thinks he is. Okay? Now, one of the other videos I listened to, they were talking about the Church Disciplinary Handbook. And they're going over the different reasons that you could be excommunicated. One of them they left out was pedophilia. Yeah, that was one of the videos I watched about this guy. Pedophilia. Do you think maybe he got way too close to something? Huh? Yeah. Either way you look at it, the one mighty and strong is going to be his job. And he actually had said that he was supposed to fix the church and fix the government. So I'm paraphrasing it. He's going to bring people, the Mormons, back to the covenant. I'm telling you, this guy has got a lot more knowledge than anybody gives him credit for. Okay, but the whole thing's backfired. And why? As I said before, I think he just got way too close to something. And you know what it is? is pedophilia in the church, in the higher echelons of the church. Now, I got a good close friend, right? I've known him for 46, 47 years. He used to be a police officer, Murray Police Department. Okay. He brought me a whole bunch of evidence one time, put it on my computer, of his investigation, which was, it was a combined effort of church leaders in Colorado specifically, and a motel they used to like to use for their little boys, okay, and their sexual abuse of little boys. So, and there's other things too. He was a polygamist, and his one wife worked in a law office, and she actually handled the check that was written to the parents of a little boy that had been sexually abused by a high church leader. She saw the check herself. Okay, I knew this gal. I've talked to her myself. So don't even begin to try to tell me there's not pedophilia in the higher echelons of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And I truly believe that, however deluded he was, I think he really thought Tim Ballard was going to do something about this whole mess. Okay? And that's number 3. Over and out.